Out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now. It's Lindsay, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Check 9.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Gun.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 31.
Green brings it in. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. McCaffrey, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
59. Here we go again. Check 13. Check 13. Check, 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 check. Hop on. Let's see.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit. But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will.
And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First and 10 at the 41.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Lindsey trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, It's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Let's go. 15 line, 15 line. 59, Mike to 59. I'm on. Short.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Check 53. Hey, I can reach track. Gun. Mike. 53. Mike. You ain't got nothing. 53 is the Mike.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. He's going to be very close to a 1st down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Gun. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 20. Showing it.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Coming this way. Here we go.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
53 to Mike. 53, check 53.
On 2nd and 12, Newton flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm here all day.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Now it's Lindsey. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Bridgewater to throw it. This is the tight end fan. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Hey, ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Rabbit.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon. And I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Newton. Forced out to his left. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. But that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eli Apple. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Bridgewater going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Kill, go. Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Now Newton on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch out. Gun. 10, under 10, 10, 20.
To throw again. Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take winning the contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Let's go.
Throwing on second down. Newton flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
53, Mike. I smell fear in that
On third down, Newton being chased out left. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Great. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
On first down, it's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On second down, here's Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
53 to Mike. 20. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 53.
Newton throwing again. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Panthers' 39-yard line.
Now a give, right side. It's Lindsey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up third and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ready?
And the blitz does come. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ballgame.
From the 16, Bridgewater under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Great.
Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
Yeah,
there.
didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
20.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Gun. Danny. Watch the 66. Pull it. Now. Bang.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here we go on 4th. Newton dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They run again with Logan. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, McCaffrey. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. From the gun, here's Newton. Out to his, he's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw?
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 75 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. He's got Green. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Great. 53's a month. 53. Check with Hayward.
Newton to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
53's a month. 53. Check 53.
They snap it to Newton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So this one will wind up. This is really both.
Didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Denver, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,